I predicted the other day that if this did not end, it's likely that Tehran would be bombed, if not nuked, by the way. And I said it would not be us who did it. I wrote it on my own Twitter feed. I said it would be the bad boy Israel that does it. The U.S. is certainly not going to drop a nuclear bomb on an Iranian target. They'll use a pariah nation, Israel. Israel's now the most hated nation on the planet because the Islamic Front has the greatest propaganda ever seen in the history of the world, where Americans have taken their side. Imagine a nation that has just slaughtered 10 to 30,000 protesters is now
Yeah, no
considered the good
sound.
guy by all of these
Oh, there you go.
people who don't see the big picture, don't know history, don't care. So if there is any kind of horrendous decision to go nuclear, and let's pray to God that there isn't, because the next stage could be China and Russia drawn in on Iran's side. Isn't that a fear? I've seen this for months.
That's
After all,
what the mainline war games show by the top experts.
Well, Iran is an ally of Russia and of China. So it doesn't take a genius to understand that they're an allied conglomerate, that if this gets to a nuclear level, they're going to enter the fray. And we could be targeted here in America. This has to be stopped immediately. Whoever's doing this in Tehran, I don't know if it's Israel or America, but I told you, they're going to use bad boy Israel to drop the bombs on Tehran. Since they're hated anyway, they figure let them do it. Trump's not going to do it. So where does it go? You have to stop the war immediately. No matter how you do it, I don't care what. I don't care what it takes. You've got to stop the bombs from falling immediately. Until the bombs are stopped, there will be nothing to talk about. And the world could go up in smoke. This is how world wars emerge. The only solution to this, there's only two solutions. The first one is a nightmare scenario because it'll draw the entire world into a nuclear exchange. It'll be the end of civilization as we know it. The only solution is to stop the war immediately and stop the bombing of Iran immediately. I don't care what in the world it takes. Who's ever dropping those bombs has to be stopped. That is not going to end this. It's going to escalate and bring others into the war. So whether it's Israel or the United States dropping bombs on Tehran right now, it's the stupidest thing that you could imagine. Killing civilians now in Tehran, that's going to bring the world to peace? Impossible. Trump should have demanded Netanyahu stop the war in Lebanon, period. End of story. That should have been part of the deal. No matter what the hell was the provocation was, they should have reined Netanyahu in my opinion. That doesn't mean that I don't support the survival of the Jewish people. I do. But the Jewish people, even in Israel, are not 100% behind Benjamin Netanyahu, and people should understand that. And 5 weeks ago, I said, is there not a war hero in Israel? A general who fought in combat, who is on the side of peace rather than on endless war. And there are some, and they're called liberals, and they're not in power. So Israel's not a monolithic nation, and not 100% of the Israelis like Netanyahu's endless wars, by the way. Now, I know that a lot of people are going to say, well, how could you attack Netanyahu? Because he's only one man. He doesn't represent the entire nation of Israel. There are 4-star generals, certifiable war heroes in the IDF, who would have stopped bombing Lebanon. Now, why didn't they listen to Trump? I guarantee you that Trump demanded that they stop, and they did it anyway.
No, Michael, you're right. That was part of the deal, that they would stop, and Netanyahu said no. Exactly. Israel's already won. They've got to stop. Biting off Iran's too much.
Yeah, so the Iran war thing is something, because Netanyahu, and I'm going to play the clip in a second, is prolonging this instead of finding an off ramp.
He doesn't want an off ramp. He is one of the most corrupt motherfuckers.
Yeah.
He's had more fucking actions and people trying to take his ass out with fraud and all that other shit. As long as he's fucking blowing shit up, it's fucking, that's what I think. He's keeping it going because he doesn't want to fucking have the hammer fall on him. And he's been on for fucking years, dude.
45.
Fuck. Like,
Listen to what he has to say.
oh yeah. Fucking nonsense.
Actually,